Hey guys, IGFC 101 here, yet again bringing you episode number 35 of my Football Manager 2011 complete Ipswich Town playthrough. In this episode we'll be away at Sheffield United, looking to get back to league winning ways. I think we didn't win our last league game, but we did get, our last game was that brilliant draw against Villa, so our confidence is high. We're handling a debut to Ishmael Miller, so hopefully his power and pace will be able to get us a few goals this season, help our promotion push, which has stalled recently in recent weeks. But I'm recording this commentary. I know, before I get started into the commentary, I just want to apologise for no videos over the last few days. I've had a really busy couple of days and I've just needed to take a couple of days out, but I'm raring to go now to bring some more videos for you. But yeah, I'm recording this on it's 1 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, so it's just been Saturday, and it's just been a long Saturday because I went to Ipswich Town versus Blackpool. At Blackpool, and of course because we're from Ipswich, it's like the total opposite end of the country, so the coach left at 7 o'clock this morning from Ipswich, and that meant I had to get up at like 5:30, get down Portman Road at 6:30, and then the coach leaves at 7. So we did that, and then we got to Blackpool around 1:30. We had a walk down the beach before we went in, so that's pretty nice, even though it was pretty cold. But it's not, I haven't been to Blackpool since I was like 3, so I don't really remember. So it's good to go and see what's going on there. So that was really cool. And then we went to the ground, and it was pretty much a shock to the system. I know I read about the stand and that it was a temporary stand where the away fans sit, but I didn't think it'd be that bad. I mean, the entrance looks like it's an entrance to a back garden. I mean, they got really nice turnstiles. They got electric turnstiles, but still, you expect better from a club that was in the Premier League last year. There's the only toilets they got are like porta cabins. It's literally a temporary stand. Some seats have got padded seats, which is pretty cool. I had a padded seat. If you pay £1 extra, you could have got a padded seat, so that was a pretty cool option, which I think more grounds should do. And yeah, so the seats weren't bad, but we were on the back row. I was literally on row Y, and that was the last row, and you could literally look into people's gardens. Really sorry about that, I accidentally stopped the recording, so this audio might be messed up, but I am sorry nonetheless. But yeah, you can see into back gardens, and that's not nice. So I don't know why they can't make a proper fence at the back. I mean, it's just like a steel metal grate, so you can look through into people's gardens, and so it wasn't very nice. But it's such a long journey. I mean, you have no idea. That's the trouble being an Ipswich fan. It is really hard sometimes. It is literally a long journey everywhere you go. It's very rare that you have any short journeys. I mean, the only short ones we have are like to London, which is still 2 hours, and Peterborough, which is about 2 hours. So that's really unfortunate, because I mean, you've got all the Yorkshire clubs, all the Lancashire clubs, the Welsh clubs, and they're just so far away. That is probably the most difficult thing about being an Ipswich fan, is the travelling, because every away game is going to be a journey, and it really is, and that means it's expensive, because the longer the coach journey is, the more expensive the coach is going to be. So, but I guess you have to put up with it when you care about your club so much, and we go on these long matches, so I can't really complain. But the match was abysmal as well. Finally kicked off, the wind was awful. Of course, if you didn't know, Blackpool's ground is right by the sea, basically. It's literally like a 5-minute walk from the sea, so you have the cold sea air and all the breeze, and it was absolutely freezing. It was raining. We did have a roof, but still the wind got under it and it got all up our necks, and it was really, really cold. So, and it's not like Ipswich gave us a performance to warm us up either. We were pretty average. The first half was pretty equal. We had one chance, and early on Michael Chopper should have scored, and then nothing. That was our only chance the whole game, until like the last minute when Daryl Murphy scruffed a couple of chances, which were absolutely awful. But really poor defending for both Blackpool goals, really, especially the second one. We were just too scared to tackle. We got Danny Collins in from Stoke on loan. He had a really good game, I thought, but it's just overall we're just not there at the minute. I don't know why. There's just something about us that is like unable to defend. It is really weird. I don't know what it is. It's just annoying, especially when you travel. It's a 400-mile round trip, Ipswich to Blackpool and back, and when you travel all that far, and it is so tiring, it literally takes out of you. I've had literally no sleep the last 2 days, and I'm recording this commentary now. I just wanted to do the commentary because I haven't done a video for a while, so I'm going to record the commentary tonight and upload it as soon as I get up in the morning. Well, it'll probably be afternoon to be fair. But yeah, so Ipswich ended up losing 2-0. Goals from Gary Taylor-Fletcher and Barry Ferguson, I think. So that was a really disappointing result. And then we had the long journey back to Ipswich, which I was asleep for some of it. I mean, you can sleep on the coach, I guess, but for a lot of it you don't. So I just listen to music. That's what I normally do on the long away journeys. Some people just do what some people read books. Some people just talk, but I listen to music. I just find it makes the time go quicker. But yeah, I see some few commenters saying who they support and everything, which is great. That's great knowing what my subscribers and the people who watch my video support. I mean, I know I've got QPR fans, Brighton fans, Arsenal fans, more Ipswich fans. So that's really good to know. I don't know if I've got any Blackpools watching. Let me know in the comments if there is a Blackpool fan who watched my videos. I'm sure you enjoyed today's game a lot more than me. I can pretty much guarantee that, because it was pretty awful for me, especially, and it makes it worse knowing that you've got another 5-hour journey after an awful performance. But yeah, if a Blackpool fan does watch these videos, let me know. And sorry I wasn't the kindest on your stadium. The 3 stands for the home is really nice. I mean, it's all connected, it's all inbuilt in one, so that looked really nice. But then the away bit is just diabolical. I mean, when Manchester United and Arsenal and Chelsea went there last season, it must have been such a huge culture shock to them, as it's just not what they're used to, and it's not what we're used to be honest. I mean, in the Championship, most teams do have a pretty impressive stadium. Blackpool don't have a bad stadium. It's just that one stand, but I'm sure they'll get a new stand sooner or later. It is just a temporary stand, I'm aware of that. But and another thing, some people said, if you didn't know, I'm from Suffolk. I'm from Ipswich in Suffolk, and we have a pretty distinct accent. And we just heard one person from Blackpool say a Suffolk accent is like a Yorkshire accent, which is totally stupid to me. I don't know what Yorkshire accents they've heard, but it's nothing like that to me. That's another pretty cool thing about going to all these different away trips. You hear there's so many accents. It's really quite funny, from like the West Midlands and Bristol to the Welsh and Swansea to the Lancashire and Blackpool, and then back to Ipswich with the Suffolk. It's really quite an interesting bit of the whole bit. But yeah, I've got pictures at the end of this video from Blackpool. I've got about 10 pictures. Some of the ground, some of the stadium inside, and some are just like the Blackpool hotspot, like a Ferris wheel, like the Blackpool Tower, the beach, something like that. So I said I was going to do a review of all the stadiums that I go to this season, so I'm going to start with this. I'm going to give it an overall, I haven't really thought about this, but overall I'm going to give it a 7. No, I'm going to give it a 6. I mean, they've got parking facilities for the coaches. They've got good home sections. It's just the away sections that's a problem. The programmes are reasonably priced at £3, which are at most. It was cheap drinks, and I think it was a tea for £1.50. So that's really cheap. But the weather was awful. I know they can't do anything about that. Their fans did make a little bit of noise now and then, but it was only when they took the lead, really. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It probably should be less, but this is the first one. It's hard to do when you have the first one. I don't know if I'm going to Middlesbrough yet. I don't know if I can actually make that one. That's our next away one, sorry. And then the one after that is West Ham, and I'm definitely going to West Ham, so I'll bring you another review for that one. I'm probably going to define it into more, like, bring up a set of rules for the strategy, for the review, because I'm just picking numbers at random and topics at random, so I need to come up with clear rules for this review, because it's unfair to Blackpool as the first one of the season, and I've got nothing to compare it to. I mean, in its own right, it might be an amazing stadium to another place. I mean, Luton. I mean, that's the worst stadium I've ever been to. Luton, a few years ago when they're in the Championship. And compared to that, it's It's a much better stadium. But yeah, I'll come up with that for the next episode. And yeah, final score in this match was Ipswich Town 3, Sheffield United 0. Fantastic away win, and Ishmael Miller hat-trick on debut, which is fantastic. Sorry for the delay in videos. I'll bring you more very, very soon, and I'll leave you guys with the pictures from Blackpool. See you guys later. See you guys.